What's that? You have a medical exemption from multiple doctors saying not to take the vaccine? DeBlasio don't care. For zang-a-lang and salutations, my lovely little lunatics. It's me, your friendly internet psychopath Insanity, here with my co-host Bob. Hello, and today on the Insane Report, New York City goes full 1984. Other personing pretty much anyone who doesn't have the vaccine. Well, not almost anyone. Oh yeah, there's some hilarious exemptions. Also places where, the vaccine mandate isn't mandated. That's also pretty hilarious. But before we jump into it, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, maybe throw us $1 or $2 on PayPal or with Bitcoin or Ethereum. And make sure to follow us on Rumble, Locals, Mind, and PocketNet. Anyways, so, we all know New York City has been one of the most messed up when it comes to all these restrictions. Along with California. Yes, and I think Michigan as well. But it's gotten so much worse. It just got worse. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Wha-bam! From the Daily Mail. No shot, no proof, no service. NYC businesses begin checking for vaccinations at indoor venues. Unvaccinated may soon be banned from entering most indoor public spaces as New York City copes with another wave of rapidly rising COVID or CCP-19 cases. City lawmakers introduced a sort of no shots, no service vaccine mandate this week, making it the first major city in the U.S. to impose such rules. But once again, we're not a doctor, and we're not giving medical advice. But the CDC said the vaccine does not stop people from getting sick. I know, but that doesn't matter because they have to be able to have absolute control over you. Oh, Bob, it's so silly that you think they actually care about people. I forgot about that. Workers at such establishments would also have to prove that they've had at least one shot of an approved vaccine. It's the most aggressive step the city has taken yet to curb a surge in cases caused by the Delta variant. Data shows that about 67.5% of adults in New York City are fully vaccinated and 72.4% have had at least one dose. Now, once again, this comes down to that whole thing of, I don't want to get sick, so I'm demanding you do something. If you don't want to get sick, stay home. If you don't want to get sick, get the vaccine, wear 4 masks, and live in a tiny little hole that's completely antiseptic. Because other than that, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So, let's just go over here to, what was it? Pix 11's ground news, basically. Pix 11, New York's very own thing. Now, we're just going to read off the list. Here is a full list of where folks will have to show proof of vaccination in order to enter. In places including indoor dining, such as restaurants, catering halls, hotel banquet rooms, bars, nightclubs, cafeterias, grocery stores with indoor dining, coffee shop, fast food, and quick service with indoor dining. Indoor entertainment. Movie theaters, music and concert venues, museums and galleries, aquariums and zoos, professional sports arenas, indoor stadiums, convention centers, exhibit halls, performing arts theaters, bowling alleys, arcades, pool and billiard halls, recreation game centers, adult entertainment, indoor play areas. Indoor fitness places such as gyms, fitness centers, fitness classes, pools, indoor studios, dance studios. Places excluded from the key to NYC vaccine mandate. Dining where food is only consumed off-site or outdoors only. You mean like the one places that now basically built a shack with a second story and air conditioning and all? Yes, it's still technically outdoors because it's not in the main building, even though it's now a building of its own. Note, businesses that choose to remove indoor seating entirely are not subject to the mandate. Residential buildings, office buildings, child care programs, pre-K through 12 public and non-public school programs, senior centers.
Well, Cuomo did kill 15,000 people.
Yeah, so why should we start caring now? Churches hosting Sunday potlucks or similar events. Community centers, charitable food services, catering at someone's home. People who are exempt from the key to NYC vaccine mandate. Children under the age of 12.
At least they have that.
Yeah, at least they have that. Anyone entering for a minimum amount of time required for a limited purpose. Example, bathrooms used, picking up, or placing an order. Here we go. Performing artists who do not reside in New York City and are not regularly employed by the entity. Professional athletes and members of professional sports teams who do not reside in New York City but enter a premises for the purpose of competing, and individuals accompanying performing artists or a sports team or professional athlete as a part of their regular employment and who do not reside in New York City. Contractors who do not reside in New York City. Did you notice something missing?
What about people with medical exemptions?
Exactly. You don't matter. Say you're like me, who went to 2 different doctors, and both of them said, due to your health issues, you probably shouldn't get the vaccine. Also, the simple fact that you have antibodies, and so you didn't show any issues before, you'll probably be fine. I can now no longer do a ton of things in New York City. What about the one person who has polio?
Oh no, you're screwed. You can't do anything.
So... This is awful. This is insane.
Wasn't DeBlasio also buying up a bunch of houses and apartment complexes and all that stuff when people lost their homes and all?
Oh yeah, he wanted to turn it into, like, what was it? Affordable accommodation and all that stuff. Oh, well, this is a really short kind of video because what can I say about this? This is pretty much going to be, it's the death knell. It is. They were already, New York City was already flailing. There are already businesses coming out saying that, look, we're not going to do this. But the whole thing is, like, now they have to, and the big thing is, this is, once again, not on the police to check this, but it's on the companies themselves to look and make sure that you have the vaccine mandate. You have the card. You have to have proof that you got your mandate, that you got your vaccine. Now, you know they're going to push that, what was it? I think they have an app, and they're probably going to make that even more relevant because, what was it, they were talking, I remember on Timcast, they were talking about how a lot of people got rid of the card, or it was Vosh or something, where he talked about, like, a lot of people got rid of the card because it was too big, it was too bulky, people didn't really carry it around at all. Well, now, you have to have this. If you are unvaccinated, you are a second-class citizen. And you're being unperson. And this is why this is going to absolutely just, they're already having a ton of trouble keeping people because of being able to work from home and all that. People just like, okay, well then why would I work in New York? Originally, why New York was so big is because you had to be there. Just like Hollywood, you had to be there. Well, now you don't have to. And now it's just like YouTube and regular YouTubers. It just seems like they don't want you there. They don't want people in New York City. They don't want average, normal people there. They want the performing artists and the athletes. They want the people. See, here's another thing. In that, they talked about artists and athletes and professional athletes and all that stuff and sports teams. But what if you go up there for just for vacation?
Oh no, you'll be screwed. They won't allow you in.
Yeah, because, it doesn't say anything about people who don't actually, like normal people. Contractors, sports teams, professional athletes, and performing artists. Because they gotta get that money somehow. And they ain't about to stop the sports from coming in. But they are gonna keep you from going to gyms, any form of indoor entertainment and indoor dining. And once again, the CDC has said that the vaccines do not stop people from getting sick. They do not stop people from passing it to other people. But no, too bad, it doesn't matter. And you could face up to fines of more than $1,000. I think it goes up to $5,000. But what was it? Like Louis Rossman, he put out a video talking about like how he is not going to check for this stuff. He is not going to have every single person come in and like, do you have your vaccine? He's not going to turn away business. Because 2020 has ruined New York City. CCP-19 has ruined, what was it, like 40% of all small businesses are gone. And you now expect them to go in and harass what little customers they have left? This is insane. This is absolute madness, absolute stupidity. And, you know, Cuomo's gone, and I can't wait for DeBlasio to get kicked the hell out. Because this is beyond unacceptable. This is beyond despotic.
No, yeah, he basically believes that he can do whatever he wants. And I remember, people were talking about they were calling up lawyers in New York City, and they were just like, oh, we got nothing.
Yeah, because here's the whole thing. Yeah, it probably come down to being illegal because you can't, once again, the vaccine is not FDA approved. You cannot force people. Like businesses, okay. Yeah, there are plenty of businesses that can say, we don't want to hire you if you don't have this. Well, a lot of businesses also aren't doing that because they're already having trouble finding people. And, yeah, because right now, like, what was it, jobs I'm looking at? The incentive programs are amazing.
Although at the same time, they're still not calling back anywhere near as quickly.
Yeah, no, it's still like 14 days, which is hilarious. But the whole thing is, this is... It's absolutely insane. It's absolute madness. And all this is going to do is make either people are going to, there are going to be massive protests about this. But at the same time, it's until he gets out of there, he's just going to keep pushing stuff through, just like Whitmer, just like Cuomo, just like Biden is doing with the eviction moratorium. It's not legal, but hey, I'm going to do it anyways. Anywho, I think it's time to escape from New York City.
Yeah. Maybe they'll lose another seat in the House.
Maybe they'll lose a bunch from this because beyond how much it costs, and now you might not even be able to go to work because of a non-FDA approved vaccine. But anywho, that's the end of this little story. If you like this video, shake the like button and subscribe for more.
Insanity.
And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.